Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Stock. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Today I would like to talk to you about Avenger. It's still on my mind and I think that there's some things that we should pay attention to with it. Workhorse really coming out of the stable strong today. It was a really nice thing. We had a little bit more activity extending on there. And then finally, I would like to close with Rocket Mortgages, who I think has been rather quiet in the past few months, but I think it's time that that one also starts making noise, especially as we get into home buying season. And I think it's a really good time for it to really shine. Without further ado, let's get ready to rock. Welcome back. If you wouldn't mind, stop on over at my Patreon. I have my growth portfolio available over there, and I'm adding new features in the upcoming month, including a dividend portfolio. You guys can see the stocks that I'm invested in. You can really see how they're performing. I think my growth portfolio at the moment is up a little over 30% from the time that I started it, and I'm pretty pleased with the way that it's performed since that time. So if you'd like to see all the stocks that I'm invested in with that growth portfolio, come on over. Like I said, the dividend portfolio will be coming out in February. I'm excited to share that with you guys. The link for the Patreon is down in the description. There's also a private Discord where we talk about stocks 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Whenever you'd like to stop in and chat a little bit with the people who are over there, find out the stocks that they're interested in, and also share your stock ideas. The Discord is there. I hope to see you there too. Again, that link is down in the description. There's also in the description a link for Webull if you're looking for a trading platform. If you sign up, you get 2 free stocks. If you deposit $100, you get 2 more free stocks. It gives me 2 free stocks, so it does help support the channel. And through that support, I was finally able to purchase some new equipment. So I have a camera on the way, I have a microphone on the way, and I'm also going to be setting up in a new location. So that way we get a little bit more interesting look than what you see here. So I'm pleased. Thank you all who have signed up for Webull so far. I hope that you're as pleased with the platform as I am. Again, that link for Webull is down in the description. So if you'd like to sign up, go down, click the link, and get your 4 free stocks. Finally, subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit the like button, share it with your friends. Let's get on to the stocks. All right, so this first stock is Avenger, and Avenger develops image-guided and catheter-based systems where they go through and they treat peripheral artery disease, and they're also in the works within the next few years of branching out into coronary artery disease, and that is an even bigger market than what we have here. So if their equipment gets FDA approval for that new use, we could really see a lot of action with this company. So I did a full deep dive on this company a few days ago, maybe a few weeks ago, back when this stock was only about $1.50 a share or so. I got in at the initial pop, and I really liked what I researched about the company. In my opinion, they are the leaders, that they have unparalleled technology for their field with their image guided system that they have. The results that they're putting out with their catheters for the CTO crossings. Again, if you want to know more about that, you can read about it or you can watch my video on it. They really are best in class, in my opinion. They only have, at this point in time, less than 5% of the market share. And as they continue and as they mature, they should be able to increase that market share because of their technology. I think that they will penetrate other markets. Right now, it's the United States and Germany, but they plan to move into full expansion this year. And hopefully they move into the Asia markets that would be over there, including also in Australia. And so as they branch out, hopefully we see strong revenue gains coming into this that turn Avenger into a profitable company. So we see a wall in their stock price, and they're still in that penny stock territory. They're still not a profitable company. But what I do like about this is that they haven't just fallen right back down. Besides that pop up to $2.43, they've come back down around and hung out at about the $2 mark or so. And if we go down to the hourly chart, we can see a little bit more from their last pop. They've ripped up a little bit more, and then they've managed to hold their own, like I said, right around $2, about $1.95 to $2. And we want to see this stock mature. We want to see that other investors have faith in this company as they continue. Right now, there's a price target of $2.50 on it. And I think that they are worth every cent and more. I just think that we need to see the financials come through from their market penetration and their market adoption in order to really get into those hundreds of millions or even billions of dollars in the total addressable market. I believe for peripheral artery disease that the market right now is about 1.4 billion. So you can fact check me on that one. That's just going off of my memory. And right now they only have a few million in revenue, and that's with less than a 5% market share. Their next closest competitor has, I believe it's a 29 to 35% market share. So they have a lot to catch up to their next closest competitor. And I really feel, because they're the only ones who do what they do with the image guided catheter, and that they specialize in CTO crossings, which is, from what I understand, one of the most difficult procedures to do without damaging the artery. I believe that they are really going to take over the market if they can get their products out into the hospitals where they're doing the vascular surgeries for the peripheral artery disease. And really, they stand to gain big time if they get approval for coronary artery disease as well. So for their stock price recently, like I said, they have a price target of $2.50. They're forming a nice base right around that $1.95 or so. So watch for that. And right now they're trading at about that price. I think my stock price on this one, I think I'm averaging about $1.51 or $1.61 for my price per share on this company. And I like the position that I have. I don't see it coming back all the way down to where it was before, under a dollar. I think that they've reached the point in their maturity that now it's time for them to prove themselves. And as long as they can come out and beat expectations and continue to grow as a company, that we're going to see this stock easily 2x over the next year to 2 years. And I could see it going much further depending on how their financials play out. Avenger is expected to be profitable around the year 2023. So we're going to keep our eyes on that quarter after quarter, year after year. And I really do have a lot of faith and a lot of confidence in their abilities as a company to perform and continue to innovate and grow. Workhorse has had quite a day today. We had the run up back here almost to $31, expecting that contract that got delayed. I don't know that there's any word that really ever came out about it up to date, that it's something that could happen, but so far hasn't happened. There's no contract signing. There's no order for the deliveries or anything. However, they are one of the front runners when it comes to delivery service vehicles for electronic vehicles. So rather than supporting the consumer side by being a consumer vehicle, it's more on the e-commerce side where the orders are placed and then those deliveries have to get there somehow. And Workhorse's EV trucks are the ways that one of the ways that are seen in achieving that. That market right now for those e-commerce deliveries, I believe, was $4 trillion in 2020, and it's expanded worldwide, and it's expected to grow to $6.5 trillion within the next 2 years. So another 50% growth, a little over 50% growth over those 2 years. Workhorse being a front runner going into that, this is something that we really want to keep an eye on. I have a position in Workhorse for about $19 per share. And it's one that I plan to hold on to as they develop as a company. And I think that we will break these peaks that we see as areas of resistance as they continue to mature. You can see the stock closed up very well. And then in the post market, it continued to perform up until this double top that we have. I wouldn't be surprised if tomorrow it opens lower than what we saw in the post market, but I think it should open with a higher open than we had to close yesterday. So we should open up from this past trading day. Workhorse currently has a high analyst estimate of $29. And if those deliveries start coming through and they start producing, they can start filling out that revenue. I think that will easily make that price target of $29, given the price that we're at now. Although I don't think it'll be a straight, steady climb there. I think it's going to be a lot of volatility on the way to getting there, and it's going to be highly sensitive to the stimulus news that we get from Biden, which you can see what I believe is some of the effect on that going into it. And then we came back with a strong finish towards the end. Okay, the last company is Rocket Mortgage, and I've been riding this roller coaster for quite a while, it feels like. I believe I got in somewhere around the $20 mark or so, maybe just a little bit over $20. So I've had some red days, but more often than not, I've had some green days. And finally, I feel like Rocket Mortgage got some of the attention that it deserves as a company. The housing market is expected to grow throughout the year 2021. And I think that Rocket Mortgage stands to capitalize from that because of the way that they process people's mortgages. Should I ever do a mortgage again, Rocket Mortgage would certainly be one of the options that I would choose. It's clean, it's easy, it's efficient, and I think people are looking for that ease, especially if you've ever gone through the headache of opening a mortgage. So we had a nice volume spike today. And if we look back at the past volume spikes that we've had, on an initial volume spike, it followed by another one, even from the time that they joined the stock market. And back here, we had other volume spikes with it, just a couple more days ride up. And then here's a volume spike, a smaller one, but still a volume spike. Next day, we closed up from there. So as we look into this one, we had that big volume spike. We might be able to squeeze some more price action out of Rocket Mortgage tomorrow yet. We'll see how it goes. It would be awesome to break this level right here that it seems unable to break from back here in October or so, where it topped out the last time. You can see we hit right at that point, and then it came back down to close the day at the end of the trading day at $23.19. So tomorrow, if we break that line, we have a little bit more room to run, and it would be nice to see that strength come into Rocket Mortgages, because I really think that they're a company that I believe is worth those higher prices in their company, because I believe that they are undervalued. The high estimate for Rocket Mortgage is $35, and we are well under that right now. The average estimate is at about $24.61, and from our intraday numbers, we're still below that average estimate that we have. I think that 2021 is going to be a good year. I think that we should see a nice, hopefully a steady climb from this, rather than straight up or seeing a wall, that we have a climb, that we have healthy growth in their stock price as we move throughout the rest of 2021. All right, so to wrap things up, Avenger, letting that price mature, working its way up slowly to that $2.50 mark. I think really watching their financials play out quarterly, hearing positive news about them penetrating into further penetration into the existing markets that they're in USA and Germany, and also penetration into China and Japan, throughout Asia. That would also be really good news to find out more people are using their products. And then also they identified Australia as being one of those big areas. All that positive news, along with positive financials, with the right leadership, I really think that Avenger could leave that penny stock territory and really stand to show us some really good positive price action in the months and in the years ahead. Workhorse, I think Workhorse has a very bright future ahead of it. I think as the EV sector matures, and as there's broader market adoption, and that we have better infrastructure, and as the spending goes into it, I really think that we'll see the proliferation of Workhorse's vehicles on the road as delivery vehicles. We have to keep in mind any competition that they might have. Finally, Rocket Mortgages, if you believe in their company, now might still be an opportunity to get in at a somewhat discounted price. It was a really green day today, so it already has jumped up quite a bit, but that doesn't mean that there's still not a lot of room to run. This company still, it still has another 40% of its current stock price to go before it reaches that high analyst estimate. So there's still a lot of room to grow throughout the next 12 months before you would even hit that target price. So interest rates on mortgages are still low, so people are looking to buy homes, build homes, refinance homes. Rocket Mortgages stands to take some of that with it. And remember, the housing market is supposed to grow throughout 2021 as well. So with that growth in mind, and with Rocket Mortgage's position in that market, we should see some good things coming out of that company. That's all I have for you about the stock news. Remember, if you'd like to join my Patreon and come over and be part of the private Discord that we have over there, the link is down in the description. Webull, if you're looking for a trading platform, sign up, deposit $100, get your 4 free stocks, help support the channel, please. I appreciate it. Again, that new equipment's coming, and I couldn't be more grateful for all of you who have already supported the channel to this point. If you would, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit the like button, share it with your friends, help us keep on growing. Remember, this is for entertainment purposes only. Always do your own research and your due diligence. Contact a financial professional before making any financial decisions. I'm Dr. Stock. Thanks for rocking with me. Now go get that money.